G'day viewers, Retro Man here, and welcome to episode 3 of Lost Movies from the 1980s. Today I'll be discussing some very interesting titles. The first one is a movie featuring 2 international superstars, and this was kind of at the end of their run. You know, they were petering out by the mid-80s, but this was them still at the top of their game, and they delivered definitely from start to finish. I'll also be taking to the high seas to check out a clunky hero in a swashbuckling adventure. In 1983, those Trinity boys, Terence Hill and Bud Spencer, returned to our screens for Go For It, which was another action comedy, this time with a secret agent twist. So what I like about this film is it does something different. And Terence and Bud were Italian film stars who really made it internationally. And this was a movie that tried to capture the American market. It didn't go so well in America. It kind of faded and went in and out of cinemas in a flash, and it was kind of lost in the shuffle in the United States, so you would say that it underperformed. But guys, trust me on this, it's a very interesting secret agent romp with something to offer. So what makes Go For It tick is that Terence and Bud are mistaken for secret agents. And I think it's that premise that makes this film really take flight, and it has a lot of comedy radiating from the mistaken identity idea. And of course, we get all of those signature action comedy moments from Terence and Bud. Fists are flying, there's plenty of slapstick. You know, we get a barroom brawl, if you will. You get Terence on roller skates. You get Bud Spencer so hungry he will eat anything. And there's a fantastic sequence where he orders hamburgers, I must say. But they shot this film in Florida. It's beautiful to look at. I think the locations are great. I think the action is cool. I think there's some big laughs in this. And I think Terence and Bud really were like a modern day Laurel and Hardy. And this movie, you know, has so many great sight gags. These guys were just so charismatic, so entertaining, and Go For It is a real testament of their work. So there's a lot going on in this film, and it's all set to this spy backdrop. So if you're looking for a movie that is a secret agent spoof, but it has 2 really funny action comedy heroes, this movie will really tick a lot of boxes. I have a lot of affection for Go For It. I saw this film in the cinema in 1983, and I really walked away with a smile on my face. So I think it offers in the action department, it offers in the comedy department, and many people haven't seen it. I mean, Terence Hill and Bud Spencer fans know Go For It, but you know, the rest of the world that didn't get into that Terence and Bud groove, they mightn't have seen Go For It. And if you check it out, you will be intrigued, you will get caught up in the lunacy, and you want to see more Terence Hill and Bud Spencer. So I always have a soft spot for Go For It. It's not their most famous movie, but it really is a delight from start to finish. Sinbad of the Seven Seas from 1989 is this notorious movie starring Lou the Hulk Ferrigno, and this movie was almost shelved. It's this big Italian fantasy swashbuckler, and they shot it, and I tell you what, it almost wasn't released. Now, John Steiner plays an evil wizard in this film, and for those that have seen it, you get the gist here. It is really over-the-top wizardry by John, and for the most part, if you see this film, you kind of laugh at the screen at the campiness of it all. But Lou Ferrigno, I think, equips himself well in the action sequences. This film is a bit of a mess. It's hokey, it's clunky, but at the same time, Lou Ferrigno is always watchable. And I think this film ultimately had high aspirations of bringing Sinbad into the 80s. Sinbad, you know, was a thing in the 60s and 70s, so it was a long time coming, and this film has all your usual adventure. It has some special effects in there, but the special effects aren't done by Ray Harryhausen, who was the real entrepreneur when it came to those special effects back in the 50s and 60s. So without Ray's input here, the special effects this time are rather, you know, cheesy to say the least. And Lou Ferrigno was never a thespian. He kind of, you know, tries to clunk his way through the dialogue. But this film has an interest factor, it has a fun factor, and I think if you like cheesy adventure films, this is definitely worth checking out. Some people probably have never heard of it, but Sinbad of the Seven Seas is a bit of fun, a bit of nonsense, and for the most part, Lou Ferrigno, I think, is a really cheerful He-Man, if you will, and you can just get caught up in the lunacy of this odd film. So Sinbad of the Seven Seas, not one that many people remember, but it definitely is an odd Sinbad movie. For the most part, it's the last big Sinbad movie, but really it wasn't that big because the box office was next to zero, and when it wound up on video, I think it wound up a little too late because Lou Ferrigno's acting career was kind of over by then. So this sort of marked the end of Lou Ferrigno as a big tough guy actor. But Lou looks good in the film. He doesn't have that Herculean beard that he was sporting for those Canon Hercules films. He's kind of clean shaven here, but he does equip himself well in the clunky action moments, and there's plenty of those. So watch at your own peril, Sinbad and the Seven Seas. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Lost Movies from the 1980s. And while you're at it, please share with me some other lost gems that you would like to hear me talk about on the show. And keep watching this channel because I'll have another episode on here very soon. Until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream, retro style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang. But in the meantime, please check out these other episodes.